Matt, where are you right now? Are you at the station yet or not? You're not still driving, are you?
Oh, hi Rose. I actually just arrived at the station. I'm waiting for you in the car now. See you soon, honey.
Okay. Sorry, but my train ended up leaving the station a little late. It looks like I won't arrive for a while yet.
Okay, no worries. I'll just put on some music and wait in the car.
Great, I'll let you know when I'm about to arrive.
How was your culinary class? Did you make anything special?
We learned how to make ratatouille today. I think I did a pretty good job if you ask me. I can't wait for you to try it.
Ratatouille? What is that? Never even heard of it. Is that Indian food or something?
It's French, doofus. Or so I'm told. It's supposed to be really good with meat sauce. And some people eat it with pasta, apparently. It's very versatile.
So, it goes good with meat, huh? Sounds great. You'll let me try some next time you make it, right?
Yeah, no problem. I've got the recipe memorized and the teacher gave me an extra copy just in case, so I can make it anytime as long as I have the ingredients. It's full of vegetables too, so it's really healthy. Perfect dish for you, I'd say.
I'm looking forward to trying it. But wow, it's crazy, isn't it?
What is, cooking class?
You told me the other day the teacher of the class is a guy, right? I wish I could cook. I'm kind of jealous of him, you know? It's not every day you hear about a culinary class being run by another man. I mean, I can't even make toast without burning it.
Yeah, you should just stick to eating. But it's not that unusual, you know? Lots of guys are learning to cook these days. And a lot of the most famous chefs in history have been men, right? Women like a man who's good in the kitchen. Not to mention our teacher is super handsome.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's tall and thin, unlike a certain someone I know.
Well, you know they say you should never trust a skinny chef. But dang, now I'm really jealous of him. He's good at cooking, he's handsome, he gets to work surrounded by women all day, and on top of that, he has a beautiful wife, right? If it wasn't for the fact that he's already married, I'd be in trouble.
Wait, what? How do you know about his wife, huh? You've never even met him, right?
Oh yeah, you know my coworker, Barry Peterson? His wife attends the same culinary class as you, Rose, and he told me all about it based on what his wife said.
Huh, that's weird. I've never met her and I go there almost every week. For that matter, I don't think I've ever heard the name Peterson in class. Are you sure you've got the right person?
Apparently she goes on a different day than you, so I guess it's not that weird. There are a lot of students after all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. The world is a small place, huh? I gotta be more careful. Hey, you haven't heard any weird stories about me, have you?
Nah, don't worry, I haven't heard anything. Why, have you been getting up to something weird in class?
No, nothing like that. I was just curious. And you know how it is, people like to gossip, right? So when I realized someone in class might know you, I just started feeling self-conscious. I don't know, it's weird, isn't it?
I know exactly how you feel. Oh, by the way, speaking of Barry, apparently he's been helping his wife with the cooking recently. That's pretty cool, right? I mean, he used to be exactly like me a few months ago.
Yeah, I think it's great that lots more guys are learning to cook. But like I said, it's not that rare anymore, you know?
Really? Maybe I'm just a bit behind at times. I mean, I still can't do anything in the kitchen. And it's not really fair to leave all the cooking to you, is it? So, like, after Barry told me he was learning to cook, I started thinking that maybe I should too. How about it? I could come to culinary lessons with you. It might be fun.
No way, don't even think about it. It would be so awkward, don't you think? Just leave the cooking to me. You don't need to come to class.
You don't need to react like that. Anyway, I only suggested it because I wanted to be more supportive of you. Now I just feel bad.
Sorry, I guess I overreacted. But you know, whenever you eat the food I make for you, you seem really happy and you say it's delicious and stuff. Honestly, I'm satisfied just seeing your reaction, and I don't need any extra help. So just let me keep doing that for you, okay?
Yeah, your cooking is really, really great, Rose. Thank you for always making such great food for me. I really appreciate it.
And that's all I need to hear to keep my motivation. Thanks, honey.
No problem. But even if I don't start attending classes after all, I still want to meet this handsome teacher I've heard so much about. Can you introduce us?
Huh, why are you so interested?
I need to thank him for teaching you to cook so many great dishes. I've benefited from his teachings, haven't I? Albeit indirectly. Anyway, I want to see how you look at a guy who you think is handsome.
No, seriously, it would be way too awkward, I'm telling you. And he's really busy with classes, so even if you showed up, he wouldn't have time to talk to you. Anyway, there's no one in class who brings their husbands. I'd be so embarrassed if I was the only one. Trust me, it's better for both of us if you steer clear.
All right. I didn't think you'd be so opposed to it, but I guess I can see your point. Okay, forget about it then.
Done and done. I'll be at the station in a few minutes. I'll come down to the parking lot, so stay in the car. See you in 5.
See you then. Hey, Rose, sorry, but it looks like I won't be home in time for dinner tonight. You can go ahead and eat without me.
You're eating out again tonight? That's every night so far this week.
Yeah, my bad. It looks like I won't be back until past 11 or so. If you get tired, there's no need to stay up for me. I'll be careful not to wake you up when I let myself in.
Hey, is something going on? You've been kind of weird lately. You're not hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, of course not. I don't have anything to hide. And what do you mean by weird? I think I've been the same as usual.
No, you've definitely been acting weird. You love my cooking, don't you? You always eat the whole thing and praise me that it's delicious. So why have you been dining out every single night recently? Don't you like my food anymore? You should tell me if there's a taste or something you didn't like. I can fix it.
Babe, don't worry about that. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just that people at work keep inviting me to go get dinner with them a lot recently, and since everyone else is going, I'd feel kind of awkward being the only one left out. I swear that's all there is to it, okay?
Then what about your lunch? Even though I get up early to make you lunch specially, you always just bring it back at the end of the day. Sometimes it looks like you never even opened it in the first place.
It's just because I eat a lot whenever I get dinner with the guys and my stomach is still full the next day. To be honest, I just don't have that much appetite recently. That's all it is, really. It's got nothing to do with your cooking.
Then why don't you just refrain from eating out as often, just for a little while? Besides, it's not like anyone is forcing you to eat so much you don't have an appetite the next day. And if you get sick, you won't be able to work anymore.
It's going to be really awkward if I'm the only one in the company who doesn't join in for dinner afterwards. They might think I'm upset at them or that I don't like spending time with them outside of work, right? And anyways, it's a good chance to impress my boss. You understand, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but still, you can't let them run you ragged, especially if you're going to lose your appetite and get sick. Even if it's your boss, you still have the right to refuse him.
I know. I'll make sure I don't overdo it. You don't need to worry about me.
All right, if you say so. I guess it is what it is. But the fact that you won't eat my cooking after I've gone to so much effort to make it is really upsetting, to be honest. I'm doing my best to make it healthy and delicious for you. And it's a waste to throw it in the trash.
You don't need to make enough for 2. I'm not gonna eat it anyway, so it's a waste of your time. I'll just eat at work like I've been doing.
Huh? Why do you have to say it like that? You weren't going to eat it anyway, and my cooking is a waste of time? That's really rude of you, don't you think?
You know what I meant. Because of everything going on, I've left your cooking uneaten more often than I've eaten it, right? So it will be a waste of your time to go out of your way to make it when I'm unlikely to be able to eat it. That's all I meant.
But if I don't make you lunch and dinner, then you say you do want it, you'll have to go without, right?
It's fine, I can just grab something from the store on the way home. Or you can make me some instant stuff if you really want to. I don't need anything fancy. And it's stressful for me to worry about whether or not I can eat the food you prepare every day. You know what I mean.
Fine then, if that's really how you want it to be. But I'll definitely cook something special for your birthday next week.
No, that's fine. I don't need anything. You could buy a slice of cake at the store or something, I guess. I'm fine with whatever. But honestly, I don't think we even need to celebrate it. It's not a big deal.
Oh, come on. This is your birthday we're talking about. Don't tell me you don't care.
It's not that I don't care. I just mean you don't need to go to any trouble. I'm fine with something store-bought, honestly. I mean, you can make something if you really want to, I guess.
Fine, whatever. I'll figure something out. Since you said you're fine with whatever, you better not complain about what I give you, alright?
Yeah, sure. Make whatever you want.
Next time I'm at the culinary class, I'll try asking the teacher about food that's light and good for your health. He knows about all kinds of cooking, so I'm sure he can figure something out for you.
Is that so? Well, I doubt he knows anything about what I want to eat.
Of course he does. Don't be like that. What's with the attitude? You're being seriously rude today, you know? Is it because you're not feeling well?
Who knows? Anyway, I gotta get back to work. My superior is coming to check up on me. Talk to you later.
Matt, where are you? It's late. Aren't you done with work yet? The food is getting cold.
Sorry, Rose. I forgot to tell you. I'm celebrating my birthday at Barry's place with the guys from work. I don't think I'll be home tonight.
What? You never mentioned that. But I went to all this effort already. Am I supposed to just clean it up and go to bed?
Yeah, sorry, but it's probably better for you this way, don't you think? You won't have to deal with me after all.
What do you mean? Why would you say something like that?
It's true, isn't it? That's how you feel. Anyway, forget about me. Just do whatever you want.
What about the food? I prepared it specially for you after consulting the teacher at culinary class. He went out of his way to think of something for you, you know? You don't want it?
Barry's wife made us dinner, so I'm good. I was able to eat all of it too, even had seconds. I guess I just don't have any appetite for your cooking, huh?
Excuse me? What is your problem, Matt? You won't eat my cooking anymore, but you'll eat Barry's wife's cooking?
Yeah, because it was really delicious. She's a good cook.
Wait, so you don't want your own wife's cooking? I don't understand. What the hell is your problem? Why is it okay for you to eat Peterson's cooking but not mine? Is she that much better than me?
You're way off base, Rose. It's not like I wanted to eat her cooking specifically. And I've been able to eat at random restaurants and diners. So it's not like it has to be her food in particular.
So what then? Why won't you eat my cooking anymore? You better have a good explanation.
Because it makes me feel sick.
Huh? What do you mean? You don't like it?
No, I don't. Both you and your cooking make me sick to my stomach, to the point where I want to vomit. Of course I don't want to eat it anymore.
But I cook for you to make you happy. How could you say something like that? I just wanted you to eat my cooking and smile and praise me, like you always do. That's why I started going to culinary class in the first place. So how can you turn around and say my cooking makes you sick? Why are you being so cruel?
Caught you off guard, didn't I? I think you're the one who's being cruel, Rose. Making your husband eat the food that your lover taught you how to cook. And you did it with a smile on your face like it was nothing. Now that's cruel. How did it make you feel, huh?
What are you going on about? Lover? Who do you mean?
I told you, didn't I? Barry's wife attends the same culinary class as you.
Yeah, so what? What does that have to do with anything?
She saw you. She saw you kissing the teacher there after class.
That's a lie. I told you people at that class like to gossip. You shouldn't listen to her. And anyway, you said it yourself, we attend the class on different days. So how is she supposed to have seen something like that?
Apparently she left her umbrella at the class and went to pick it up the next day when she realized.
Why would you believe her? She's just your workmate's wife. You believe her word over mine. For real.
What reason would she have to make something like that up? That's even more unbelievable.
So you're just gonna take her at her word then? You really believe this vague story she told you? Am I so untrustworthy that you immediately believe I might be having an affair just because some random woman says so? I'm honestly shocked, Matt.
I'm the one who's shocked here. Why are you playing the victim?
Because I'm being accused of infidelity by my husband without any proof or anything. Who wouldn't be upset?
Here's your proof. What do you think of that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it's you and that guy kissing, isn't it? Have you recovered from your shock yet?
What is this? How did you get this picture? Who took this and when? This is an invasion of privacy.
When Barry's wife told me about your infidelity, I asked her to investigate you guys. It didn't take long for her to send me this picture. It's a good shot, isn't it? No room for misinterpretation.
Hold on a minute. There has to be a law against this. This is like stalking or something. How dare you do this to me?
Whoa, excuse me. I should be asking you that. And he's a married man, isn't he? Your teacher. So you're both cheating and you're a homewrecker. You're not in any position to attack me.
And what about you, Matt?
Huh? What about me?
You must be having an affair too, you hypocrite.
Me? What makes you say that?
Because you're eating out somewhere every day after work lately. You say you're going out with your coworkers, but I don't believe you. You don't even come home until the middle of the night? You must be cheating on me with some woman.
Were you listening? I told you I don't want to eat the food that my wife's boyfriend helped her make. So to avoid it, I just came up with a random excuse and got fast food instead.
Then how come you're never even home on your off days lately? If you just wanted to avoid my cooking, you wouldn't need to leave the house and disappear all weekend.
I told you already, it's not just your cooking. The way you were acting like everything was normal while cheating on me with your teacher made me feel sick. Even just seeing your face makes me want to puke.
Oh, so it's all my fault. You're just gonna avoid all responsibility by blaming everything on me, huh?
That's not true, Rose. I was busy. Busy investigating your affair. Not to mention figuring out how to respond to it. Unlike you, I didn't have time for an affair.
What do you mean investigating? Just what are you up to, Matt?
I'm not up to anything. Just the usual stuff you'd expect. I'm going to start by divorcing you. And then I'm going to take you to court and have you pay me alimony for all the trouble you've put me through.
Alimony? Are you crazy? I'm a housewife. I can't afford to pay you alimony.
I don't care what you can or can't do, Rose. Figure it out yourself. I have enough evidence against you. You can't stop me. And I've already prepared everything I need for the divorce to go ahead. I have no reason to keep associating with you anymore. That bridge is burned. It's been rough having to keep all this to myself, not gonna lie.
Wait a minute, it's not what you think. I don't have that kind of relationship with him. He was just worried about his wife. They were having a lot of problems, you know? And I was exhausted from having to do housework.
So what, are you trying to tell me it wasn't an affair? That it didn't count?
We were just blowing off some steam. We both had a lot of stress to deal with. It wasn't anything deep. I didn't hate you or anything like that. I never meant to hurt you.
You're saying you did all this behind my back while still having feelings for me. Don't make me laugh. When you look at me like nothing is wrong while secretly cheating on me, it makes me want to throw up. I just can't take it anymore. I don't want to know your reasoning behind it. I just want it to be over.
You're really going to divorce me? What am I supposed to do then? I don't have a job. What's going to happen to me?
I don't know. Why don't you have your boyfriend take you in?
Don't be ridiculous. You know he has a wife at home. There's no way he's going to choose me over her.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. His divorce is probably in motion by now too. You're both free, congratulations.
Wait, what? He's getting a divorce too. Don't tell me you blabbed to his wife about the affair.
Of course I did. I have no reason to hide it. She's a victim of you guys as well. I gave her all the details I knew about, as well as the evidence I showed you before, and let her know all about what course of action I'd be taking.
And what did she say?
She said she'd divorce him, and she said she'd look into suing both of you for the stress you've caused her.
You're kidding me, right? You mean I'll have to pay both of you? How am I gonna afford that?
That's the price you gotta pay for your actions. Literally. I think it's worked out pretty well, don't you? Now you'll both be free of your spouses who you betrayed, and you're both being forced to pay alimony by your exes. You two have a lot in common, huh? You should have plenty to talk about.
How could you joke about this situation? How am I supposed to survive if you divorce me? I'll be in serious trouble. It's not like I can just re-enter the workforce after all these years. Come on, don't do this to me, Matt. All this time I've done my best to be a good wife, to make you happy. You're gonna throw it all out the window because of a little affair? You're so unreasonable.
This is the natural result of your actions, Rose. Have a taste of your own medicine. After that, I went home and presented Rose with the divorce papers. Rose had already come to terms with the situation and had no more excuses for herself. The two of us divorced quickly and without any complications. I heard the culinary teacher was also unable to dodge the repercussions of his affair and was practically forced into divorcing, despite resistance. Both him and Rose are being forced to pay compensation to me and his now ex-wife. As it turns out, the culinary class was being held at a property owned by his wife's parents' house. Naturally, the property was confiscated during the divorce, and the class was discontinued. Just as Rose said, because she was a full-time housewife, she had zero financial leeway. Even after we divided up all of her assets, she struggled to pay the alimony charges, and her relationship with the culinary teacher ended shortly after our divorce. Although I have zero interest in what happens to the two of them from now on, the alimony charges continue to be paid each month, so I guess they're getting by somehow. As for me, while I definitely had a rough time initially, I've been able to move forward with the support and encouragement of Barry and Mrs. Peterson, and I'm feeling a lot more positive these days. By the way, I've started getting into cooking for myself lately, and I'm not too shabby in the kitchen if I say so myself.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more like it, please like and subscribe and consider leaving a comment.